What's going on, guys? Got 40 Brothers here, and as you can tell by the title, I'm sure you can tell by the title,
not a good one.
This is definitely not a good video. Not something that we actually planned on making. Obviously, I don't think anybody plans on making a video like this when you have a project car, but
yeah, so this is like a worst case scenario. We weren't expecting to have to do this video.
Honestly,
here we are.
We'll just go right into it. Matt, go on, tell me the news.
All right, so as you can tell by the title of the video and by the fact that we're sitting in the Causey,
not driving it.
We're not driving it because we cannot drive it anymore. So as you guys know, we've been dealing with a lot of problems with the sputtering and stuff, and we always, from the beginning, we thought it was a fuel-related issue. Yeah. That's why we had plans.
Fuel, something.
Yeah, ignition, and so we did the ignition system, and so we're gonna, go through the fuel system and, eventually convert to EFI. But we were thinking, you know what, let's get a compression test done and see, check out the health of the engine. And so on Monday of this week, we took it to a local shop, and we told the mechanic about the problems we were having. And he said, yeah, let's do the compression test, and then if it passes that, we'll do a smoke test on the intake system and see if there's a vacuum leak or something. And he ran the what's it called, compression test.
It wasn't good. Oh boy, was it not good.
We talked to a specialist in California, and he said on this car the compression needs to be between 170 and 180. And we did the compression test on the Causey, and
we didn't. They did.
The mechanic did. Cylinders 1 and 4 had
about 150.
About 150. Cylinders 2 and 3 had 20.
Yeah, so.
So yeah, obviously.
So at that point, the mechanic and
problems.
He did a leak down test, and then he scoped the motor and found we have burnt exhaust valves.
Yeah,
right?
exhaust valves are all burned up.
He said they're toasted, so
he said
not good.
Air was getting passed or something. I forget what he said, but yeah, the exhaust valves are burned up. So at this point now,
we have a very good looking paperweight on our back porch.
I say it's a nice looking paperweight.
I mean, you can still drive it. You're not supposed to drive it, but
it smells good in here. But yeah, so it looks like we're gonna have to do a whole top end rebuild on.
Hopefully, it's just the top end. Hopefully, it's not the full shebang.
I say we've been talking to some mechanics throughout the country about getting a rebuild done, and for sure we have to do a top end rebuild. There's a chance that there might be some issues with the bottom end, but we're hoping not. But luckily, the bottom end is just a regular 190E 2.3 bottom end.
It's stuff that when you have a car like this, you don't want to expect. I mean, you should expect it, but you don't want to. I guess we never thought about it. I mean, you guys know this car was made for racing. One of the guys we talked to put this in perspective for us. This car was made for racing. The engine was made for racing. It's not really made for everyday driving. Ours has 208,600 miles.
Yeah, 208.
So, you're supposed to do valve jobs every 30,000 miles.
Yeah.
On our records, the last valve job was done in 1999 at 155,000 miles, and
and assuming that was the last one, these cars are supposed to have the valves adjusted every about 30,000 miles. So if that was the last one, it's been a little while. And we were told that when you don't, do regular valve adjustments, on a regular basis, that
you're in this situation.
You're gonna have a situation similar to this. So yeah, it's it kind of sucks that we're, we didn't really expect this when we bought the car. We knew there's a problem with the fuel, and we thought it was just a fuel related issue. We didn't know that the engine, the top end, was going to be basically toast. And so it's going to slow us down a little bit here on getting this car, perfect mechanically, but it is what it is, as they say.
Yeah, so
it is what it is. So we'll just have to bite the bullet and get the top end rebuilt.
I mean, we'll, obviously, if you guys follow us on the 40 Brother, we'll let you guys know step by step what's going to happen. We're going to call some shops and everything, and let you guys know from here. But that's pretty much all we have for this video. I mean, it's not a good video.
It's just a short video coming on here to say the Causey's not doing very well right now.
And apparently the battery on the camera is going to die now too. So
we're supposed to do. We bought a whole new suspension for the car. It finally came in, but that'll probably be the next video. We're going to install it. Unless we just plan on parking this for the winter and just saying screw it.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and end this video before we get cut off due to the battery dying. But that's pretty much it. Put us down. I mean, I don't know. Tell us what you want to tell us in the comments. Like this video.
A lot of people
like the video. Subscribe to our video. Maybe we'll generate some ad revenue a little bit more than be able to afford a Happy Meal at this point. But
I say not a whole lot to say for this video. We're kind of disappointed, but it is what it is. We have to get the car fixed. And
it's a project car.
Yeah. So the thumbnail is kind of like a little a little clickbait. We're not actually going to do an engine swap. We're not going to 2J swap it, but it would be pretty cool though.
Yeah. So that's the end of this video. We'll see you guys in the next video, and keep an eye out on Instagram to see what we do. Yeah. We'll see you guys.